Welcome, travelers, to my realm of nightmares. Allow me to be your personal assistant. Come in, take a seat, get comfortable. For when you step into my realm, there's no stepping out.
The big day had finally arrived. My lovely bride and I were to be married. After the ceremony was over, we left immediately for our honeymoon. Unlike conventional couples, we chose to go camping. It was different, and we pride ourselves on being different. With the virus running rampant, it's not like beaches or luxurious resorts were an option. Getting into the vehicle, the campsite was not far from the location of the ceremony. The drive took no more than 30 minutes, followed by a 5-mile hike to get to the cabin where we would be staying. Upon finally arriving, my wife and I began to unpack. It was time to start enjoying a little quality time. I whipped up a nice dinner that we enjoyed. After dinner, we went upstairs and did what every newly married couple does the night of their wedding. We fell asleep. Joking, we made love, falling asleep in each other's arms. Waking up that next day, we heard the sounds of birds chirping and the smell of nature.
Last night was amazing. One of the best nights of my life,
says my wife. The next day, we went fishing. We enjoyed taking the boat out into the lake. It was one of the best days I can remember. My beautiful wife had a blast herself. We made love and fell asleep in each other's arms again. The third day, we spent inside. After a bit of morning fun, I was hungry. Untangling myself from her, I got up and said, "I love you." With a kiss on her cheek, I went downstairs to make breakfast. I made all of her favorite foods to serve them to her in bed.
Honey, I don't feel well. I'm gonna rest, and hopefully, when I wake up, we can enjoy the rest of our day together.
Sounds good, I tell my wife. While you rest, I'll go catch some fish for dinner, and when you wake, we can do something romantic together. Leaving the cabin and gathering all of my supplies, I head over to the storage shed. It's still exactly the same as the last time I was here. I sat all my tools on the table and arranged them just so. Once the prep work had been completed, now comes the heavy lifting. Heading upstairs and back into the bedroom, my wife lays there looking as beautiful as always. I scoop her up in my arms and carry her down to my favorite room, getting her onto the table and strapping her down. I went to the back of the room and snapped her photo. This will go nicely with my scrapbook of ex-wives. Too bad they are all long forgotten by anyone else but me. I always choose someone that has no real friends or family. It's easier that way, because no one really asks questions once they disappear. Getting into my bag, I retrieve the smelling salts. Breaking one in front of her nose, she wakes up.
Honey, what's going on?
She inquires. Oh, I so do love this part, I think to myself. What is going on here? Is you have the honor of being my next victim. Congratulations.
Why are you doing this?
She yells at me. Because I enjoy it so much. Next, I go over to the table to turn on my music and pour myself a drink. Just because I'm at work doesn't mean I can't enjoy myself. Taking a sip of my whiskey and savoring the moment, I think to myself, well, I guess it's time to get to work. Just then, the shed door opens and two people come in and restrain me. They bind my wrists together and throw me to the ground. The male in the group goes to untie my wife. Are you alright, Jill?
I'm fine, Dad.
Jill says.
Cutting it a little close. This twisted little shit was just about to kill me.
Jill muses. Sorry, we had a hard time finding this place, and honestly, we never thought he'd move so quick. But I guess it makes sense. It's been years since his last kill after all. Well, get him on the table, Jill's dad states. What the fuck is going on here, you bitch? This is supposed to be my day, I spat at her.
Oh, honey, you don't even know the shitstorm you just brought onto yourself. I live in a community not far from here, and we need to resupply our meat stock. And lucky for you, we only hunt killers. You're our lucky winner,
Jill says. She walks over to the table and gazes at me.
But don't worry, we are not monsters like you. You will not feel a thing.
Jill grabs the bolt gun. This is the same kind they use to kill cattle. Placing it to the back of my head, she says,
Goodbye, my love.
Her father looks at her and said, Did you have to sleep with him?
Yes, Dad, I had to make sure he had no reason to question me.
Well, get this meat loaded. Get everything packed up in the truck. They left to go home. Upon entering their hometown, there was evidence that a feast would occur. It could be smelled for miles. This always took place on Harvest Day. Tonight's story was Harvest Day, written by myself, featuring the amazing and lovely Zori Audio VA. If you enjoyed what you heard, please go show her some loves. The links to her channel, as well as all her other social medias, will be in the description below. Hey, did you know I have merch? It's crazy, but I do. And if you'd like to walk around representing my realm and gaining new travelers, the links to my merch store, as well as all my other social medias, will be in the description below in my link tree. As always, I'd like to say a special thank you to all my lovely Patreons. To 42 Reads, Seraphine, the Midnight Bard, Creepy Clown Girl, Mia Mina, Philia Noctis, Hair Raising Narratives, Nightmare's Mistress, Lycan Trucker, and Nathaniel Nelson. If you'd like to join these lovely travelers by lighting them on fire, you can do so by coming to Patreon as well. Just remember, the support is always appreciated, but it's never expected. Please, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ding this bell for all future content, as it will really help push this video into the algorithm and helps the channel grow.
And as always, travelers, once you step into my realm, there's no stepping